every pirate within the pirate organization was had an equal say and a voice in matters. It meant that the captain, the person in charge of strategy and direction, became accountable to the community because the community could depose that captain at any time. So
really?
Yeah, truly. Any given moment, they could vote the captain out if they felt that they'd lost courage or direction. So the captain becomes, if you think about this in like in contemporary terms, a chief executive who is truly accountable to all of the staff. So therefore their actions are going to be ones that are in the best interest of the overall vision and mission. And then there's a mechanism, and it was done through the quartermaster, who was in charge of the community and the crew and was given responsibility for their voice. And the quartermaster was given equal stature to the captain. So one in charge of strategy, one in charge of culture, which is now common management thinking. And this created a two-house system, a dual executive. The checks and balances why we have a two-house system in government, or a board and a chief executive in the business. But this predates the Companies Act and it predates the Parliaments Act.
And of course, in commercial companies, the board doesn't represent the staff; it represents the shareholders. I mean, that's
exactly
the fundamental difference.
And there is checks and balances in there. Yeah, there's not. The only company that I know of where a similar thing exists is John Lewis, where the members have a clause where they can depose the chairman, but there's never been enacted, and they haven't had need to. But what a radical thought that an organisation, that the leader of an organisation should feel in some way responsible to the people in the organisation. I mean, crazy. And it meant that they were deeply motivated and really dynamic and incredibly effective. And so here we are in this moment in time where big business does seem to be part of our problem, right? There's this kind of growing sense that the big in business has moved to being a liability, where we used to think of it as an asset. And it means that business is unaccountable. It means that it can have this sometimes negative output that affects our environment and more. And then no one really knows what to do about it. So back in these systems, yes, they achieved scale. And when they wanted to, they could en masse become an army of thousands of pirates. But they could also then disassemble and go back to being multiple small cellular organizations. So there's a lot of talk in business around how do you stay nimble or think agile. And here in these sophisticated organizations, they've done it incredibly and dynamically.